demonstration. We're about to make things fast and furious as we welcome to you a guy who wrote the book on aerobatics and has dedicated his life to extremes. Beyond visual range, the F-35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter is collecting information on the target area with the aircraft's variety of onboard sensors, fusing that data to a comprehensive and actionable common picture. PSA for Abby Lowering. To Abby Lowering, please make your way to, she's at the Remax Balloon, and if your name is Dan Lowering, please make your way to the Remax Balloon. Thank you very much. Well, right now, as our F-35 comes by, they take the refined target information and broadcast it over secure data links to other participants in the battle space. The F-35 is America's newest fifth-generation stealth fighter. The B model, operated by the United States Marine Corps, is outfitted with the latest technology to support our Marines on the ground. And our call sign of the F-35, Swede 01, has located enemy surface-to-air system, currently defending the objective area. As you just saw on that first pass, they neutralized the target by using standoff joint direct attack munitions, or JDAMs, clearing the way for the rest of the MAGTF through shaping fires and maneuvers. With the F-35 successfully delivering ordnance on the surface-to-air missile target, Swede 01 is climbing to 5,000 feet to provide overwatch for additional assets of today's Marine Air Ground Task Force inbound in the downed air cruise position. Meanwhile, off-site, the V-22 Osprey, carrying members of the Ground Combat Element, or GCE, departs the Forward Operating Base, or FOB, towards the objective area to recover the downed crew. In conjunction with other members of the Marine Air Ground Task Force, they will interdict using aircraft weapons, systems, sensor, fire, and maneuver. In order to obtain a battle damage assessment, the two Marine FA-18 Hornets check in for this. Performing their pass from left to right at some 700 miles an hour. The FA-18's repositioning at this time, gathering target data from the above F-35. Switching from an air-to-air to air-to-ground roll, these multi-role fighters press inbound for low-altitude pop-up attacks on the identified enemy forces. Observe now as the aircraft will approach and perform a pitch and roll reversal, deliver weapons on target, simulating the use of Hydra 70 rockets as the Hornets plan their attack. From the left, check 1-1 and check 1-2 are cleared hot. Vast array of sensors and data link technology as the F-35 pilot positions for a low-altitude recon pass and a show of force. Powered by the Pratt & Whitney F-135 afterburning turbofan, often just the sound alone is enough to thwart enemy ground forces. Approaching now from the left. Sweden 01 presses inbound. Swede 01, the F35B alongside check flight, the FA-18 Hornets have established air and ground superiority. The call has been made to Rugby, the V-22 Osprey. With the landing zone established, the V-22 from Marine Medium Tilt Rotor Squadron 365 presses inbound with members of the Ground Combat Element, or GCE, to infiltrate and secure the area. Overhead, the FA-18s and F-35 continue to provide close air support, or CAS, as Rugby approaches the landing zone from the left. Is a single MV-22 Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft and serves as the Marine Corps' medium-lift tilt-rotor short takeoff and landing platform. As such, it has the speed and range of a turboprop airplane and the maneuverability of a helicopter. Approaching the LZ now, watch as the Osprey crew rotates the engine nacelles to the vertical position and prepare for the hover and landing to deliver the ground combat element. Capable of carrying up to 24 Marines or 10,000 pounds of cargo, the Osprey can reach speeds in excess of 300 miles an hour and is powered by two Rolls-Royce Liberty 707 engines, producing a combined 12,400 checkpoint, the Marines have discovered a new set of enemy targets along the tree line. To help protect their advance, the Marines have called in to help a close air support. CAS is the best type of support that any Marine on the ground can receive. The FA-18 Hornets high above features 9 total weapon stations for a variety of armament, including Hydra 70 rockets, Zuni missiles, A-9 Sidewinders, A-70 Sparrows, and A-120 Amaran missiles, as well as the AGM-65 Maverick, AGM-84 standoff land attack missile, the AGM-88 Harm anti-radiation missile, and it even has the ability to carry the Taurus cruise missile. Meanwhile, the F-35 is capable of carrying air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles and bombs internally, including 18,000 pounds of total armament. The F-35B can carry external hardpoints to significantly increase its payload, such as 14 AMRAAMs and 6 2,000-pound F-32 joint direct attack munitions. With the call on receiving the Hornets, check flight, check route, check 2 will approach to support the GCE with a pop-up gun run utilizing the FA-18's mighty 20mm M61A1 6-barrel Gatling gun. safely out of the area, the Marines of the ground combat element work to maintain ground superiority. They set security for the LZ, allowing for the Osprey to return. Right now, check 1-1 and check 1-2 reposition to support close air support, or CAS. They now run inbound low and to our left. Check 1-1, cleared hot. Successfully acquired the friendly down air crew. As check 1-1 and check 1-2, the FA-18s and Suite 01, the F35 continue to provide armed overwatch. The V-22 Osprey, call sign Rugby, approaches once again. As the Osprey approaches inbound, additional enemy forces are inbound to the objective area. The GCE requests an immediate exfil of the ground team and the friendly air crew. Watch now, directly in front of us as the V-22 Osprey approaches to quickly land exfil ground combat element. Combat element is the backbone of Marine warfighting on land. The element is built from many infantry units organized into teams and divisions that can quickly deploy wherever needed. They're a powerful and flexible force trained to fight and win on any terrain anywhere in the world. Includes artillery, combat engineers, armored reconnaissance, and amphibious assault vehicles. With rugby clear of the LZ, check 1-1 and check 1-2. Receive additional data links for a final wave of enemy forces attempting to down the recovery operation. With a successful check-in from the ground team and rugby flight, they receive a situation update. Answering the Marines' call for additional close air support, check 1-1 and check 1-2. Proceed inbound to eliminate the enemy target. The FA-18s will now perform a low-altitude bomb run to eliminate the remaining hostile forces. Prepare to feel the heat as the F-18s and our explosive ordnance team presents the Wall of Fire. Let's take a moment and breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the Marines for today's free aircraft task force demonstration. Aviation, just one part of the overall MAGTF mission. The aviation element provides 6 functions to the mission: assault support, anti-warfare, offensive air support, electronic warfare, control of aircraft and missiles, and aerial reconnaissance. The Marine Corps utilized rotary wing, fixed wing, and tilt rotor aircraft to support. F35 exits the landing surface in front of us. The FA-18 Hornets now break for air carrier break and landing. This formation break allows the FA-18s to quickly recover and sequence into the landing pattern. The FA-18s coming to us from VMFA 312, the checkerboards. V-22 Osprey crew today being flown by Marine and Medium Tilt Rotor Squadron 365, the Blue Knights, as they now return to Ground Combat Element Marines to nearby Parents Island. The Hornet, the Lightning II, and the Osprey expanding the reach and capabilities of Marine Corps aviation. Representing the honor, courage, and commitment, let us again put our hands together for the United States Marine Corps. What a demonstration. One of the finest air power demonstrations you will see at any air show anywhere in the world today. Well, as we get the FA-18 Hornets safely on deck, the F-35 and the MV-22, as we were mentioning to you earlier, capable of VTOL or vertical takeoff and landing. However, the FA-18, continuing the legacy of carrier-based aircraft, utilizing that of a tailhook in naval operations in order to catch one of 3 to 4 wires strung across an aircraft carrier deck. And those landings that they perform, often in high seas, brisk winds, and often at night, no two carrier landings are the same. They consider it more to be a controlled crash than it is a landing as they approach the ship and quickly decelerate while catching that wire from about 120 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour in just about 2 seconds. The FA-18 Hornets now in the process of being phased out and replaced by the Marine Corps service with the F35 Lightning II and a Navy service with the same and newer upgraded Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet. Coming down the line, a big wave to our crew. Today's MAGTF demonstration. Again, want to say a big thank you to our community partners who have stepped up to make this weekend possible. Our thanks to TL and CO with a successful track record of building relationships with best-in-class suppliers that collaborate on creating value for their clients with relevant market solutions based on data-driven solutions. Our thanks to TL and CO. We want to say thanks to Barrier South, the presenting sponsor of the 2025 Beaufort Airshow. They extend their deepest gratitude to the Marines and their families. They're proud to support this incredible community event and are honored to be part of today's show. Thanks to MV Sport, the game, they'd like to thank the brave men and women of our United States Marine Corps and their families for their service and sacrifice to our country. At MV Sport, they know the importance of high-quality apparel and headwear, and they're proud to offer products that are made with the highest standards of quality and detail. Our thanks to MV Sport. Rolls-Royce is proud to be a corporate partner of this year's show, powering numerous U.S. military platforms. They've been working alongside U.S. Marine Corps aviators since 1918, and their engines power many of the aircraft that you see here today.